Sorry, we got disconnected. You watching still? I'm doing a documentary on my life hanging out on the Jersey Shore back in the early 80s and the 90s. And a film director is with me tonight. He is the guy who actually puts together my videos, Marino 2016, and also a lot of my other stand-up videos and a lot of great different footage. So if you go to my website, which is Mike Marino Live, if you go to my YouTube channel, which is Mike Marino Live on YouTube, you'll see most of these videos, I'd say at least 80% of these videos, are produced by, I don't even know how to explain it. These videos are produced by the wife of this specific director, and the director happens to be here with me, and we're going to get real, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. Right now, I want everybody to say hello to my good friend and the most incredible director, editor, producer, writer, and talented man is Cody Boesen, ladies and gentlemen. There he is right there.
It's a lot.
Holy smokes! He looks better down here than I do. Look at how the light works on him.
It's all you.
Finally, I'm directing something. I'm directing Cody. Well, here is Cody right now. Cody, tell everybody where you are originally from.
Oh, I'm originally from Wisconsin, but I live in California.
He's a Wisconsin guy, moved to Los Angeles in pursuit of his dream, which is
making movies.
Making movies, whether it be a director, first AD, producer, but his love and passion for movies is being the director. And Cody is also the creator, producer, and director of the TV series that we do on my YouTube channel, which is Marino 2016.
That's
right now, Cody is in New Jersey right now, obviously in my mother's basement, and we're talking about the documentary that we're doing about the Jersey Shore in the early 80s and the early 90s, based on a true story, my life and my friends, in a house that we called the Shore House in Belmar, New Jersey. This is going to be epic, folks. You're going to love everything we're doing. And right now, we're going to turn it over to Cody. He's going to tell us a little bit about his career and what it's like to come to New Jersey. I guess this might be his first time. We also went to New York City. So tell us a little bit about what's going on while we celebrate the first 2 days of shooting.
Yes.
With some beers in my mother's basement. Take it, Cody, baby.
I've been working with Mike for a number of years now, and Marino 2016 kind of happened by accident, so to speak. We started making some little videos and just for fun, and put them on his channel, and I decided to put some opening and end credits on them just to make them interesting, and people really responded to them, so we started doing more. We started adding more production value, and he told me about this documentary that he had hundreds of hours of VHS footage from the 80s from the Jersey Shore. So I took a look and started putting together the outline of the Shore House video.
And also, I want everybody to know how I exactly met this young man.
You want me to tell them?
Yes, please.
My wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, Tatiana.
Oh, you guys were only dating, right?
We were.
Yeah, they were only dating.
Started as your assistant?
Personal assistant.
Started as your personal assistant. Now does your social media.
She does my social media. Tatiana, you watching?
Don't know. Maybe.
You screwed it up, Mike.
Yes. Well, you got another viewer. You got two more viewers.
Hi, Frank. How you doing, man? Nice to see you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
It's Frank right now.
Yeah. And I met Mike for the first time. We'd actually bought a piece of antique furniture from an estate sale, but it was too big to fit in our car. So she said, "I'll call my boss. He has an SUV." So Mike met us there and put it in his back of his SUV and drove it to our apartment. That was the first time I met him.
Yeah, and it's great because I collect antiques, he collects antiques, and it was nice to have that in common. And his wife, Tatiana, does all my personal assisting, of course, and she's fantastic. She's great. But then she started doing all my social media. So she's the one who created MikeMarino.net, my website, and she's the one who does Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, Your Space, Whose Space, Instagram, thank you, Twitter, and everything. And if anybody out there is watching this show and you actually like my social media, all you have to do is write to Tatiana, I think it's Blue Shell on Facebook, Tatiana Blue Shell on Facebook, or write directly to her at besocialmediamanagement.com. besocialmediamanagement@gmail.com. Excuse me. See, don't ever trust me with this stuff. besocialmediamanagement@gmail.com, and she will hook you up. She does fantastic stuff. I really want to say a nice special shout out. We wanted her to be here on this project while we're making this documentary, because we do need her assistance, not only just in PA, but in social media, of course, like what we're doing right now, and helping us write dialogue and helping us make sure we get the shots and producing. So a big shout out to Tatiana, and if anybody's watching that wants to know that stuff, once again, Tatiana Boesen or Tatiana Blue Shell, if you want to look her up on the internet, just go to my sites, and then you can go to her sites, and you can write to her absolutely 100% directly, besocialmediamanagement@gmail.com. So anyway, we started deciding that it would be nice to make some videos, and since we had a lot of video hits on this one clip that I did, if we had an Italian president running the country, that we'd win all the wars. So I decided maybe this would be a good idea to make it a web series. So we created Marino 2016. We got Cody on board as the director, who's a phenomenal editor as well, pieces it all together, and that's how we started doing that. So now here we are in New Jersey making a documentary, and what had happened was I have so much footage from the 80s and the 90s from my VHS camera, and we downloaded it to DVD, transferred it over to the hard drives, and now we're calling all my friends in our late 40s and early 50s for testimonials about life, the way life was like, what it was like to be in the 80s and the 90s, because it was a lot different. No cell phones, no texting,
no social media,
no social media, no checking up on anybody.
Yeah,
we were, and I have funny, and I want to say this: we had so much more fun than I think the kids are having today. No trouble. There was no people shooting at somebody in a bar. You didn't have to worry about some music making people go nuts. Thanks for asking that question. I'll let Cody answer that question there, Frank.
Oh wow, we have a bit of work to do, so we have to finish all the interviews. We have to finish going through all the footage. So hopefully before too long. Can't say much more than that, but we're trying to get it out there. So we'll let everybody know.
Yeah, this is the type of documentary that's going to make everybody happy. I'm interviewing all my friends and my brothers, family members, everybody that had something to do with this era and time. The DJs at these famous clubs that we used to hang out with, prominent people in the town, politicians, asking why the question how Belmar, New Jersey went from a town with 22 bars and a 1 mile square radius to absolutely none, except for one, which is DJs, and it's been there a really, really long time. Richard Michelli, thank you for writing in, and Frank, thank you for looking in right now. Frank, these things take a long time. Could take almost a year, but we're hustling. We're shooting all day tomorrow in Belmar. We're shooting all day on Thursday. We're shooting again on Friday. And you're going to be reading about this in the news. We're going to have a lot of different sponsors coming in. I want to thank my sponsor, Rockstar Clothing Incorporated, right now for all the comedy tours that I'm doing. We're going to be shooting on April 7th at the NJ Pack Center in Newark, New Jersey. So it's going to be a lot. And we'd love to have input from everybody who's watching the show right now, because we want to know what people think between the times. A time where people were happy, loving, caring, dancing, having fun, as opposed to this year where our president's scaring the bejesus out of everybody, and there's war all around us, and some guy decides he's going to shoot about 50 people in a parking lot in Las Vegas. Well, we didn't think about that in 1986. That's for damn sure, right?
That's right.
And it's not like we were doing crazy drugs. We weren't getting, out of control. Except for right now, we're going to have a couple shots.
You ready?
Yes. Cody here is an aficionado when it comes to, I would say, whiskey. And everybody keeps on hitting the thing there right there. He's an aficionado. He knows all about whiskey, and I think it's whiskey. And we're going to celebrate the opening shots today by having some whiskey right here, right now. Check that out.
This is Dewar's Scotch White Label.
Dewar's Scotch White Label we're going to have right now with a couple of chasers. I was also given this bottle. I don't know much about it. Sometimes entertainers, when we do fundraisers, of course, we don't get paid. We do it out of the love of what we do for a living and help put money in people's pockets that need it. So if we can't get paid, we get free gifts. And here comes my cousin Billy Greco. Give me the days when we were back in the Marion section. You know what? Billy, you're right. We should do a documentary on the Marion section in Jersey City. In fact, right now I'll say on the internet, we lost a friend in Jersey City. Chucky Good, sister Judy Good, passed away a few days ago. So salute, rest in peace, Judy Good. I'm so sorry to hear this news. I know there's a viewing tonight. I could not get away. I wish I could. But anyway, rest in peace. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and we'll make this farewell and cheers and good life to a dear friend, Chucky Good, Judy Good, and everybody from the Good family in the Marion section in Jersey City. Rest in peace. I'm really not a drinker. Wow.
What do you think?
Wow. My throat's on fire.
This is pretty smooth. You're supposed to add a drop of water to open it up. Open up the bouquet, whatever that means. They
Yes,
say. But
well,
hey, you know, what are you gonna do?
Oh my God. It hurt me. My throat hurts.
We'll do the next shot. Will be the Woodford
Holy
bourbon.
smokes.
You get the difference.
Okay, so anyway, let's get back to the documentary. We should do a documentary about Jersey City. Right now we're working on a documentary about the Shore House. The Shore House, the fun and times of the way things used to be in the 1980s and especially in the early 1990s. What's really great about what we were doing at that time is there was so many frat houses or fictitious frat houses. They had houses that were called Joe's Crab Shack and Pete's Window Shelf and Club 900 and the Delta House and the Beta Chi. Rutgers colleges had a house, and all these different people had these party houses. And so many people from North Jersey would run down to the Jersey Shore to have a shore house for the summer. It was Memorial Day to Labor Day. You had 3 months to get it in, 3 months to have that kind of fun. And so what we did was, my brothers and I, especially my older brother Paul and I, we bought a beach house. And we bought that beach house. I don't even remember what year it was. But we bought the house. I was probably 20. My brother was 21. And we rented out the house so that we could make some money and keep the house. And we called it Marino's Yacht Club. After a couple of years, we changed it to the Shore House. The Shore House became a really good place to have some fun with our friends and stay there. And then we started getting older. And when we were getting older, everybody had a girlfriend. And then the girlfriend turned into a wife. The wife turned into some kids. And then the families used to stay at the house. And so for about 10, 15, maybe even 20 years, we had the most fun on 9th and Ocean in Belmont, New Jersey. And I think it's time to do a documentary about all of that. So my friends are here this week. We're videotaping our friends, giving testimonials about what it was like in that day. And we're having a lot of fun. And I have the director right here. And you never know, this could be a big, big hit. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we got to stay close to Cody here, because if he becomes the next Spielberg, I want to be part of the whole thing. Now, a lot of this stuff, of course, is got to be produced. And we had to call on a producer, which is a dear friend of mine who's been producing projects for many, many years. He produced a sitcom that I did called Reconstructing Jersey. He produced a reality show I did called Deconstructing Jersey. We've done a lot of different shows together. He is now an award-winning producer. Just got done doing a major documentary on what it's like to go into the Olympics or even try to get into the Olympics. He finally came downstairs. He finally realized we're actually... Can't even wait for a solid introduction. He finally came downstairs because he was busy on the phone, because that's what producers do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris DeBeck.
Hi.
That's pretty much it. What happened here? No.
That is
Chris
pretty
is the
much
producer
it,
on this
actually.
project. And still, Cody, stay there, because we're going to poison Chris, too, with the alcohol that you say you like. Chris, if you would just grab one of these chairs, and you're be in the 3-shot. We're actually live right now. And this is yours. You don't even have to pour anything.
Oh.
Have yourself
Oh,
a
don't.
shot.
That's,
We're down here celebrating the fact that we started doing the documentary. So let me do a shout out while these guys do a nice hit of your
Chin chin.
yo yo yo, and have a nice shot. He guzzled the whole thing. We were sipping.
That's how you do it.
Ah,
That's a producer for you.
tastes like burnt wood.
This is the dream team right here, right now. You're looking at the dream team that's putting together the project, The Shore House, a story about the real Jersey Shore in the 80s and the 90s. I want to say hello to our friend Matt Florio, who's a great writer. And Matt, we thank you for watching the show right now, and we got to get in touch with you, especially when I come down to Florida. I guess my invite got lost in the mail. Yeah, very funny writer, Matt Florio. So Chris is here right now. He's going to adjust the light.
The light is in my face.
Well, it's
That's all right. It's all right.
It can
It's
go
all
down.
right.
It can
if
go down.
you know now you know how I feel. I always got the light in my face. Now the light. Look at the. I got to get a wash towel to make myself look dry. Anyway, so here's the guys. We're down in the basement. We really don't care about lighting right now. We came down here because the night was. We were done. We were done shooting, but we figured we'd come down here. We'd do a quick broadcast. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about how you feel about what you've been seeing so far about the documentary we're doing about my life on the Jersey Shore with my friends.
We're calling this The Real Jersey Shore, S-U-R-E. It's fantastic. I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania, and I went down to Wildwood when I was a kid. What I experienced was nowhere near what these guys did. I could only hope to be that cool. But it's a lot of fun in the sun, and we're really looking forward to it. A lot of great music, a lot of great fashion. I really think you have a hit here, Mike. I think it's going to be phenomenal. The fact you have like 50 hours of footage that on VHS tape is outrageous, and some of it is outrageous. So we're looking forward to editing it and putting it together.
It's wet, it's wild, it's fun. It's summertime. It's summertime on the Jersey Shore. We were #1 in summer fun, and that's why we'd say, get wet today. Luckily, in my life, I decided to take a camera out in the 80s, and I videotaped everything. I also had a camera. We took snapshots of everything, and it's like we did a documentary back in the 80s, or we actually did a reality show back in the 80s before the word reality show. And this is the dream team down here right now. We're shooting it. We're having some fun.
Mike needs another one.
No, I do not need another shot, but you guys go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like this.
And Chris, if you want, there's some beer in the refrigerator. We've been having some fun. So, Chris, can you tell everybody that's watching right now a little bit about the documentary that you just did about the Olympics?
Yes, we did a documentary, a 2-hour documentary called Scouting Camp, the Next Olympic Hopeful, for NBC Sportsnet. Basically, we had 100 athletes from all around the country come into Colorado Springs and audition, for spots on the Olympic team. It's actually, they get to train to become Olympians, and that's what's so phenomenal, is that you get to see and understand what it takes to be an Olympian. It's going to air again on NBC Sportsnet, actually December 31st, New Year's Eve. But you can catch it on their website, NBCSports.net. And then next year we hope to do 3 more hours, so we'll see what happens.
So there you go, folks, especially everybody who's listening on ddvradio.com every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. And although it is only October 24th and you're listening to me on DDV Radio, don't worry about the date. Just keep on following in, checking in, and seeing what we're doing. Here's what's going on this week, folks, if you're watching the show right now. Tomorrow night, we're all going to be going down to a comedy club, which is in Dunellen. Let me just grab my notes right here. We're going to Dunellen tomorrow night after we shoot all day long. We're going to be on the Jersey Shore all day tomorrow, October 25. And while we're down on the Jersey Shore, we're going to get about 3 to 4 of the Shore House guys, the actually Shore House, and where we went throughout that year, or those years while we're down on the Jersey Shore. One of the coolest things that we're going to film is the fact that a lot of those nightclubs and places don't exist anymore. The 22 nightclubs and places to party on the Jersey Shore in the 80s and the 90s no longer exist. They're not down there anymore. So we're actually going to walk around the city and the town and the beach and show how different everything really, really is. You don't have to worry about answering that phone. It's not going to be for me. I don't have a caller, and that's that. Tomorrow night, October 25, ladies and gentlemen, let's say you got nothing to do. It's 7:30. Why don't you come down to Roxy and Duke's Roadhouse? That's right, October 25, Roxy and Duke's Roadhouse, 745 Boundbrook Road, Dunellen, New Jersey. The show is going to start at 7:30. And all you got to do is get some tickets at the door just by showing up. But if you want to call for more information, call Roxy and Duke's Roadhouse, 732-266.
Trust.
732-266-3907. That's Roxy and Duke's Roadhouse, 745 Bound Brook Road, Dunellen, New Jersey, 732-266-3907. October 25 at 7:30. We're going to go down there. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be funny as crap. We're also going to celebrate my brother Paul Marino's birthday. My brother Paul Marino's birthday is October 25. Tomorrow night he's going to be like, it's going to be fantastic. I want to make another shout out, guys. It's going to be on November 10 and 11. Come down to the Boca Black Box in Boca Raton, Florida. That's right, the Boca Black Box, November 10 and 11. 8221 Glades Road, Boca Raton, Florida. For tickets, call 561-483-9036.
Were we interrupted?
Hold on a minute, man. I'm broadcasting my shows.
We're drinking
These
over
guys have
here.
never been on television before.
we're having a
See what
drink.
happens when producers, directors get a moment in the sun? They don't know when to stop talking.
You're a little hot right
Yeah.
here,
All
Mike.
right. I'm gonna have to get a washcloth and dirty up my thing. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please keep coming to all my shows. I want to thank all my friends and fans for coming. Just go to MikeMarino.net. Find out when I'm coming to perform in your area. Don't forget, on November 14th, Mike Marino makes his debut on Broadway at Caroline's on Broadway, New York City. On November 17th, I'm doing a big charity here in New Jersey. If you guys want to come down, just log on to thehometownheroes.com and see what's going on with that show. I want to thank everybody for listening to me on ddvradio.com every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Please continue to listen to the show, and please continue to watch my podcast or my whatever cast this is, and please continue to tell these guys not to talk while I'm broadcasting. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, this is my favorite producer in the whole world. This is Chris DeBeck. He does all
That's
the
right.
producing. And over here, director extraordinaire, Cody Boesen. And if you can see over my shoulder right here, Jesus. Do you see Jesus? You got to watch this, folks. You're going to have a lot of fun. This is going to shock everybody in the world. It's going to be a tremendous, tremendous thing. I am Mike Marino. Thank you so much for watching today. Keep on listening to me on ddvradio.com. I appreciate all of that. Keep on writing into MikeMarino.net. Keep on watching my YouTube channel, Mike Marino Live on YouTube, Mike Marino Live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that great stuff. Just keep on doing it. And remember, make America Italian again. You don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my episodes? Don't take no shit from nobody. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.